So I changed some shit. September 2nd, 2001. A day that will live on in animation history. The day that Cartoon Network launched Adult Swim.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out. Adult Swim. All kids out of the pool.
Since then, we've had 16 years of amazing animation and not so great animation. Note to self-destroy home movies. Now, I've been meaning to do something positive for a while, and after that whole Rick and Morty leak, I thought a good thing to delve into would be the world of Adult Swim. So today, I give you my top 5 animated Adult Swim shows.
Adult Swim. All kids out of the pool.
Harvey Birdman. Now, in the early days of Adult Swim, converting old, out-of-date cartoons with new flash animation and voiceovers was kind of the norm. You saw this in shows like The Brack Show and C-Lab 2021. Now, these were okay, but then we had Harvey Birdman, a smarter comedy that took full advantage of the IPs at Cartoon Network's disposal. Birdman has quit the superhero life to become a lawyer, and his clients consist of Shaggy and Scooby for possession, Quick Draw McGraw for illegal firearms, or illegal guitars, and Boo Boo for being a domestic terrorist. Even beyond that, some of the episodes poke and prod at the problems with Hanna-Barbera in its past. There's an episode where Clamhead says that someone stole his identity. Not his social security number, or his credit cards, but his actual identity. Turns out he's referring to, remember to learn Speed Buggy Clone's name, and the fact that they look alike. This is a joke about how Hanna-Barbera in the 70s started to clone Scooby-Doo over and over because that's all they could do. If that wasn't enough, top it off with some awesome voices. Phil Lamar as Supervolt, Louis Black as the Deadly Duplicator, and Stephen Colbert as two of the best characters in the entire show, Reducto and Phil Ken 7. Not to mention a special episode intro done by the late Patton Osborne. It's a real shame that it only got 4 seasons. I mean, they had so many more cartoons they could have worked with. But alas, the good die young. And unfortunately, so did my next pick.
Adult Swim. All kids out of the pool.
Metalocalypse. What happens if 5 idiots rule the world through money and metal music? You get this show. It centers around the band Death Clock and its 5 members, Nathan, Murderface, Pickles, Squizgar, and Toki. Let's just break this down into those 2 parts, money and metal. Starting with money, you see throughout the entire series them blowing millions, if not billions of dollars on either lavish concerts or passing fancies. Not to mention like turning all those corn silos into Cool Ranch Dorito dispensers that no one is allowed to use but them. Not to mention the massive compound / castle Mort House. And as for metal... twisted some deep underlying story that we don't really know about or understand until about the 3rd, 4th season. Now, this, along with a bunch of other subplots, culminate in one of the greatest series finales ever made. A full 45-minute rock metal opera using multiple types of metal music and a perfect ending that I honestly will not ruin for you. You need to see it, you need to listen to it, you need to do everything. Come on, Brendan Small, we need more Metalocalypse. Please, please.
Adult Swim. All kids out of the pool.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Adult Swim has given us some really stupid shows over the years, and when I say stupid, I mean the bad kind of stupid. The kind that gets you 1, maybe 2 seasons. Look through Adult Swim's filmography and you'll find a lot of pilots that went nowhere. And with this bizarre combination of characters and subplots, they managed to strike oil with lightning. The show centers around 3 sentient food items with varying levels of intelligence, named Frylock, Meatwad, and Master Shake. And bullshit happens. Literally, that's the only way I can describe this show. Bullshit happens. No episode has anything to do with any other episode. I mean, the first 3 episodes are about a robot rabbit stealing hair care products and covering shit in hair, leprechauns using a rainbow machine to rob people, and Shake thinking that a school bus is a vampire, but it's actually just a school bus inhabited by a moth monster man that wants him to turn on a gigantic light so he can stare at it like a fucking moron. I can't make this crap up! Aqua Teen also hosts some of the best side characters, both one-off and reoccurring. You have one-offs like Oog, the Frat Aliens, Happy Time Harry, the Bible Fruit, and then you have the Moonanites and the Plutonians, and the Cybernetic Ghosts of Christmas Past that keep popping up all over the series, and then you have Carl. Oh my god, Carl. Carl is the main reason I watch this show. I could do a whole video just about Carl. And honestly, no, I might do a video about Carl in the future, because Carl is that fucking funny. So, I'm just going to keep it, I can go on and on about Carl, so I'm just going to stop and keep it to this. Carl is the greatest. This show even got a full movie, and that alone deserves another video. So, I don't want to say too much about it. All I can say is it's as dumb as the rest of the show, if not more so, and any fan needs to see it. Now, up to this point, all my picks have been shows that have already ended or have been canceled. But, what about shows that are still going?
Adult Swim. All kids out of the pool.
Venture Brothers. Now, it actually took me a while to get into the Venture Brothers. When I was a teenager, I was more interested in the stupid side of Adult Swim rather than the smart stuff. I finally watched this show about 3 months ago when I got Hulu, and I was instantly hooked. I will say being able to start from the first episode rather than random ones on TV does help a lot. The show centers around the Venture Clan, Hank, Dean, the Doc, and Brock Sampson. Now, the real brilliance of the show lies in its evolution. What started off as just another show that was meant to parody with no overarching story has become a complex murder mystery about lies, betrayal, heritage, vengeance, superhero politics. Okay, I know that last one sounds a little weird, but hear me out. One of the most interesting aspects of this show is the Guild of Calamitous Intent. It acts as sort of a government for supervillains. Villains are gauged on abilities and resources, but I'm just gonna let the Monarch explain it.
Now you're trying to make me out to be the bad guy.
Yes, I'm trying to make you a bad guy. We're both bad guys. We're professional bad guys.
Speaking of the Monarch, holy shit, the characters. About 90% of the characters in this show parody something. The Venture Clan is a combination of Johnny Quest and the Hardy Boys. You have Molotov, who's every female James Bond villain ever. Later we get the Justice League, Green Hornet, Superman, the Fantastic Four, Walt fucking Disney. And they even double down on the Johnny Quest, bring in Action Johnny. And if that is not enough to convince you, I give you Brock fucking Sampson.
Buckle up.
Were you really expecting anything else? Honestly, it was the release of the new episode that got me to write this script in the first place. I not only believe that this is the best thing Adult Swim has ever produced, I think it's one of the best shows to come out of the past decade. I actually do plan to do more in-depth videos about this show, so for now I'm going to have to keep it short. The show is about Rick Sanchez and his grandson Morty. Rick is the smartest being in not just his universe, but in most universes. With this knowledge, however, he sees no meaning in the universe and just searches for ways to distract himself. The show forces its viewers to confront questions about our own mortality and our existence in the multiverse in every episode. Rick ruins his own world and then just hops into another universe where he happens to be dead and then just slips right back into his life. Look, his grandson is mortified, but Rick couldn't care less. And it's crap like that that's brought out the best part of this show, and that's the theories it spawned. This show has been torn apart over and over again. People analyzing Jerry and Beth's marriage, trying to figure out what Rick's crimes are. People are even debating the meaning of C-137, the code given to what we are to assume is the main Rick. I say assume because it's possible that every Rick in every episode is actually a different Rick. I could go on and on about this show, but it would be hours before I stop talking, so I'm just going to have to end it right here before I ramble. Man, it felt so good to get out of all that negativity. Too bad I have to dive headfirst back into it.